AITA for not lying to my niece and nephew as to why I won't be cooking for them anymore. I 27M have an older sister 33, and she is a stay-at-home mom to her two kids 6M and 8F, and homeschools them. Our mother was a single mom and didn't have the time to cook for us. So we always either ate fast food or pre-made to heat up. It honestly sucked because as a result I was picky. When I got to college, I took that chance to start learning to cook and go to different restaurants to try some stuff out. I always bought different groceries of foods I never thought I'd eat as a child just to try new recipes. It took me some time to get used to it, but I did it. My sister, on the other hand, she and her husband can't cook, so the options are fast food or quick TV dinners to heat up. She always talked about needing a break since her husband was always working. I offered to do this thing each Sunday, where I'd take the kids to my place and cook for them. She agreed as she could have a break for a day. I mainly wanted to expand their palate a bit, and their daughter has T1 diabetes, so I feel a well-balanced meal each week could help out. So we started that arrangement, and it was hard at first getting the kids to try it, but I worked with them, and now they are extremely excited each week. This went on for 2 months. A favorite of theirs is my baked chicken with veggies, which I was surprised they liked it first time trying, because it took me a while to get used to veggies, so I honestly didn't expect them to like it outright. They love to help and watch me make it. Just recently, I gave them the options of what they wanted me to cook, and they chose the chicken. On the day of, I came to pick them up and my sister wanted to talk. She told me that she didn't want me cooking for them anymore because she feels it's an insult to her parenting. I was confused. I never said anything about what she feeds them. Cooking takes a lot of time, and on top of being a homeschool parent, I'm sure it's a lot of effort, so I would never talk bad about how she feeds her kids. I did ask her why. She told me that the night before, her kids were saying they were excited because they love Uncle's chicken, to which she asked them, "Do you like Mama's chicken too?" She told me it was the Sufer's baked chicken, and the oldest said no, because it doesn't take like anything and the chicken is hard. The second oldest said he wanted to stay with me so he can eat my food all the time. I guess that made her feel a certain way, and now she doesn't want me cooking for them anymore. I could understand where she was coming from, but I told her that the kids really love the meals and they like helping out to make them. I suggested I could teach her how to cook some of their fav meals, but she said she doesn't need to. It's too much work and her food is fine. That the kids could only be saying it's nasty because they are new to my food as they've never complained about it before. I asked her if I could at least cook for them this week since they are so hyped up about it. She says no, she doesn't want it to go on anymore. She's the mother and it's not my place. I honestly think it's silly, but she is the mom and has the final say, so I accepted that. But she wants me to tell the kids that I won't be cooking for them anymore and come up with an excuse as to why. I told her I accept that she doesn't want me to cook for them anymore, but this was her decision, so it's on her to tell them. She got upset and said it'll take me nothing to just do it, and that I was being petty. I still refused and told her this is on her, and I left afterwards. The reason I believe I'm in awe is because it wouldn't actually take me anything to go along with it. They're kids, so they'll probably be disappointed in the moment and forget about it afterwards. I doubt they'd care that much, and I feel I made a big deal. First comment, I fully agree. I cook every day for my family, but my best friend is an amazing cook, taught by her chef mother. I couldn't imagine getting upset or jealous because my kids or husband prefer her cooking to mine. I'm just thankful she feeds my kids when she has them over for auntie duties. She even tries getting them involved in teaching them some basic recipes. ADHD brains, they're not always interested. To top it off, I'm currently pregnant with our third, being induced in a few days, and she is going to have our 9-10-year-old boys at her house while I give birth, and has cooked our family a bunch of meals we can freeze reheat so we still get to eat right after baby is born. I honestly can't imagine ever being upset that my best friend is a better cook than I. LOL. She's an angel. Second comment, growing up my mom was at work for most of the day, and my dad got up early to work 10-hour shifts. Every night my mom would make us dinner. 99% of the time it was homemade, and 1% of the time we got takeout or pizza because she was tired and didn't want to cook. When my mom couldn't cook cause she was at work late, then my dad would make us food. He can't really cook for shit, so it was usually spaghetti or a frozen pizza, but that was rare. If my parents, who both worked 40 hours in a week, could find time to make us breakfast, lunch, and dinner when we were young and couldn't make our own food, then SAHP have literally no excuse. Granted, we went to school when we were old enough so my mom would only have to prepare cereal in the morning, the school would feed us lunch, and then we got dinner when we got home. I will admit that making 3 meals a day homemade for homeschool kids is probably a little more difficult, but your work is teaching the kids. So she could probably make cooking into lessons. The kids would probably love to help, and now you've got 3 sets of hands instead of just one. Mom mans the stove and the kids help prepare the food. There are so many options besides only frozen food or takeout, and honestly, she just seems lazy. Third comment. Op said she is a Sam who also homeschools her children. I know people choose to do homeschooling for lots of different reasons, but if she's so burnt out and doesn't have time for anything else, perhaps she should consider not homeschooling her kids. Perhaps then, she could do more than just heat up frozen meals or spend a fortune on fast food. Also, I find it quite hilarious that she's taking offense to her kids' response when asked if they like her chicken better. For one, it's not her chicken. It's Marie Callender's chicken that they don't like. And 2, people who get butthurt about something like this typically have spent the time and effort to home cook a meal and use their own family recipe, not stuck a frozen pre-made meal in the microwave. Who expects and gets disappointed when someone prefers a bland frozen meal over a home-cooked one? This is the epitome of ask stupid questions, win stupid prizes. Fourth comment, NTA. But I think you're wrong that the kids will easily forget about this. It sounds like you found a great caring way to bond with them. They love their time with you. Op, it was very kind of you to recall your upbringing, emphasize with your niece-nephew, try to help them out. I think your sister's jealousy is ridiculous, but let's run with that for a minute. If the goal is to continue your weekend routine, it may take some finesse with your sister. Parenting is a thankless job, so is teaching. She's doing both. You don't know how she does it 24/7. Maybe you could tell her you thought this is the best you can offer the kids right now. You thought you were giving her a well-deserved break. You certainly never meant to upset her. Hopefully the kids have said nice things about her to you. If so, tell her. Do you send food home with them? That might be a good way to get her your bill looking forward to Sundays. Having the kids take home meals for mom-dad is a bribe, but keep the goal in focus. Good luck, really hope she changes her mind.